All right, Kristen, I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So
It's like you never left.
I know, right? It's only been like 2 months. But anyways, I got a question for you.
What's up?
I've been seeing this like all over like TikTok and Twitter and everything. I don't know if you've been following up with it, but
Probably not.
what do you think there are more of in this world? Doors
Our
or
windows?
wheels? Yeah.
Wheels or windows?
The doors or wheels? It's wheels.
Wheels like tires?
Yeah, like tires.
Doors or wheels? Doors.
Thinking doors?
Yes.
See, I was team doors at first, but I don't know. There's a lot of wheels out there.
Yeah, but there's a lot of doors. Like, are we just counting car doors?
No, just any door in general, like cabinet doors,
But there are a lot of fucking. There's a lot of wheels too.
storage doors. There's a lot of doors. There's a lot of both.
But I'm just saying, you got car doors. So you got 4 car doors. You got 4 wheels.
And
A lot of times there are 4 wheels, and there's not only 2 car doors.
And most cars have like a spare wheel, a steering wheel.
Is you counting the steering wheel too? It's a type of wheel.
Yeah.
If we're talking about all types of wheels, then yeah, I would say wheel. There are probably a lot more wheels than actual doors.
Yeah, because I mean,
What about the door to your imagination? Does that count?
I don't have no imagination.
Well,
No, but I mean, there is a lot of doors too, like apartments,
apartments,
hotels, jail cells, storage units. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of those places store
But a lot of those places have wheels
wheels.
as well.
So. That's a good question though. Like, I never thought about that.
I don't think you would just think about it randomly.
Who thought of that?
I don't know. I saw it one time on Twitter, on like TikTok, and then it just blew up. Like all my For You pages have been like all about that. It's crazy.
Because in this house alone, I don't know how many doors we got. We got a lot more doors than wheels.
Hey, but you gotta think about the Hot Wheels, all those little toy cars.
I guess.
That's what people are counting them.
What about all the like toy houses and stuff? Those have doors?
Not as many as like Hot Wheels.
If you count Hot Wheels, that's cheating, bro. If you're counting Hot Wheels, then of course I think there are probably more wheels. Because that's a whole toy manufacturer. Like that's not fair.
Hey,
if you're counting that, it's definitely wheels.
If you're not counting that,
if you're not counting that,
I'm not counting toys at all.
If you're not counting toys at all, I think doors have kind of a more upper hand. But you are talking about every kind of wheel out there, steering wheels and cart wheels. Damn, I don't know. That's hard. Shit, my speaker got wheels. You got wheels on your
a lot of
like ice chest.
A lot of like office chairs.
These don't have wheels.
Some even drawers, when you open them, don't they have little wheels in them
on the sides?
Yeah,
to get them in and out. That's kind of crazy.
There's a lot of wheels.
That's a lot of wheels. Okay, I'll probably say that. I think even controllers have wheels on it, like inside of them.
Oh, wait. Do they?
I think so. It depends what you're considering a wheel.
I know some people be considering like. I saw someone like make a wheel real quick. Like this for team wheels.
I'm dead.
I don't know, but yeah, I have to go with team wheels.
I think I would have to go with you on that, team wheels, because when you threw in Hot Wheels, that's just ridiculous.
I'm just saying what I saw. So.
You got the door to life, a door to imagination, the door. There's a lot of doors. You open the door, you close the door. When one door opens, another one opens. When one door closes, another one opens. Just saying, man. It's not too many wheels. So, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Okay, but yes, I'm with you on that. Team wheels.
Team wheels. So comment below. Let us know what you guys think. We'll put a poll out.
There will be a poll.
So
not a strip poll. Maybe.
But all right.
All right, you ready to get the podcast started?
Let's do this.
All right, bet. Getting the podcast started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris.
This is Vic. I'm back.
And welcome
I'm
to
back.
Now Hear Me Out. This is episode number, damn, what number is this? 46? 40?
I don't know. I've been gone for like 2 months.
Yeah, well, I'll throw the episode number up here. You guys would know when it's up here. I think it's 46 though. But yes, Vic is back. He's been gone for a very long time.
To be fair, I was supposed to be back like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, he was supposed to be back 2 weeks ago, but we had technical
issues.
and it was getting too late and we just couldn't shoot that episode. So he's here today though.
That's all that matters.
But any updates? Well, there's plenty
Any
of updates.
I got plenty. I'm a father now.
Yeah, he's got a whole life update. So let's tell him why you had to take your parental leave like so early.
Oh, yeah, she ended up coming 2 weeks early, but the funny thing is, so we tried to do what people call a baby moon. You know, we try to get like one last trip in before the baby comes. So we went to Houston, which isn't that far. And then, you know, we're out there having a good time, doing all this stuff. And then Saturday night, like late at night, she keeps telling me she's kind of having contractions and she's not too sure if this is like, if the baby's coming. I'm like, what do we do? Luckily, like we're planning for everything to happen. So we brought everything with us. And then like, so Sunday, or I guess Sunday morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, she was like, it's time. We're going to the hospital. We're going now. So we're in Houston. Luckily, there was a hospital like 7 minutes away from our hotel. So we go and we have the baby in Houston.
Yeah, look at that.
So, yeah.
So,
Houston baby.
would you recommend baby moons?
Not if you're like 32 weeks or less, you probably go. I think she was like 34 weeks or 36. I don't know.
So y'all was pushing it.
We were pushing it.
He's like, the baby's supposed to be here in like 2 weeks. We're just gonna go ahead and go.
But like I said, luckily we brought everything, like the car seat and like the diaper bag and everything like that. We almost didn't. I was like, it's probably not gonna come.
It was a good thing y'all brought it.
Yeah. So then we were stuck in Houston for a couple days. Then we had to drive back, and yeah.
Okay, so give us a little update on as far as like how's it being a father? Like what has changed since becoming a father?
Sleep. Sleep, that's for sure. Definitely have to like I can't remember the last time I slept like more than 4 hours in a row. So it was like I can hit 4 hours every now and then, but like then she has to wake up and eat. So it's like just a whole bunch of naps.
Okay.
One thing that has kind of changed is we started doing a lot of online grocery shopping now. Like we'd never done it before, but it's just so much more convenient with the baby instead of having to take the baby out, you know, going to the grocery store. And so like it saves a whole bunch of time. It's more convenient. Definitely recommend it.
Okay.
And
Daddy tip number 1.
and there's just I mean it's good. I enjoy it, like you know, changing diapers and stuff. I mean, I know it's like I just enjoy being a father. And I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, that's good. That's good. I just wanted to see exactly like what's been different with you since, you know, the whole thing.
I mean, definitely we don't go out as much for sure.
Which is to be,
yeah, which is typical. Like, I mean, expected, I guess.
especially with her being so young. I'm pretty sure y'all start going back out again and stuff like that. Y'all have been going out more lately since
we have
she's
for
gotten
sure.
a little bit older. But yeah,
I also do feel like in a way, like I feel like I also I'm trying to take care of myself more because of the baby. Like I want to be like I want to be in good shape for the baby. You know, I want to take care of myself. So
okay.
That's one thing that I feel like has changed. But
Even though before this we just downed a freaking bag of chips. So
hey. But besides the baby, I mean, I've still been trying to focus on eBay and TikTok and stuff like that. My TikTok's has gone up to 1,500 followers.
Okay,
So, pretty good.
nice. How you been going live?
I went live once, just a random Friday, just because like I just wanted to try it out. So maybe I'll plan another time to go live. I'll let you guys know.
Just go live with the baby and just sit there, and people will just start sending you donations and shit.
Right.
Just send a donation if you want to see the baby.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm kind of going back on what has changed. Like that is one thing you can't just like get up and go somewhere. Yeah, it's like she runs the world. Our world, like
Yeah, she is the center right now.
yeah, she is the center of it.
So hey, that's
we're on her time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But besides that, my other updates is I actually got an update today. You remember my car, the whole fiasco with that?
Yes.
Finally got an email today, and my claim has been approved. I'm finally getting
Dang,
my
so
money
you're finally
back.
getting your money back.
I'm finally getting my money back.
It's a glorious day.
That's crazy because it's like I got an email saying like, please verify this amount is okay with you for us to refund you, and that was like in January. It was like reply in 30 days, or we'll automatically approve it. And I replied like a week later. I was like, everything looks good. Go ahead and send me my money. Basically, is what I said. But and then they were like,
He said, "Send me my money."
but you know how it is. They always like when it's your money, they're gonna take the time.
Oh yeah, most definitely. They're not in any rush to give you that money back.
But
dollar bills, y'all.
But that's about all I have. I mean, I have a lot more, but I'm not just gonna go. I don't want to take over the whole episode. So
You can. This is the Vic welcome back episode.
what about you? How's your update? I mean, you've been gone for 2 weeks too.
I have, but I don't really have much to update. Well, I do have an update, actually, a huge update.
Yeah, I was about to say you're about to skip right over that.
I was about to just really skip right over that. So, me and Kayla have officially become homeowners.
Woo, woo.
So we are actually filming in the house right now. You guys can't see it, but we are here.
It looks the same, right?
It looks the same. But honestly, the setup's getting better. I mean, I have plans and ideas to do to my little room. So, yeah. So that's my biggest update. So that's the reason why we didn't shoot last week, because we were packing and stuff, and we just didn't want to have all the boxes in the way. And I think even that same day, that was Troy's birthday was actually
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
the first week
Yeah.
we were trying to come back.
I did get sick last week too, though.
Yeah, you did get sick, so that kind of played into his own thing. But I was planning on canceling it anyway, just for the fact that we were moving and it was just boxes everywhere, and it just was too much to just deal with. So here we are this week. We need more updates. Like,
Our softball league has started up again,
it has. We had our first game last Sunday,
and
we lost.
new season, same thing.
No, but on the real though, like, we lost, but it was a good loss. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. No, well, I'm just saying,
I get you
because you can see the potential. So
and the chemistry. I feel like the chemistry is there too.
yeah, it's just like little things that we worked on, and we can get there. But like, yeah, I feel like we can actually win a game this season. Like last season, first game, it was like blowout. It was just blowout after blowout after blowout, and it was like 0-0-0. If you looked at our score sheet from that last season, it was literally like every team just destroyed us. It was almost like people were looking forward to playing us. It's like, yeah, we can get a practice game, man. We're gonna get at least one win.
No, but I do feel the chemistry and the potential. So
we changed our color shirt to yellow. I actually love the fact that we changed the yellow. It's like you can't miss us. Like,
yeah, you can't miss us.
You can't.
No, most teams don't choose yellow. So,
yeah, so even just driving up, I was like, oh, there's a team right there. You can just everybody's wearing yellow, and it's just really cool vibe. But yeah, looking forward to the season.
Yeah.
So anything else, Vic? Any more little updates you wanna? We got plenty of updates, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I also throw out is that Leslie ended up going back to started back working this week.
Okay.
And we both work from home, so it's interesting in a way, just because like we obviously we don't want to like not work.
Obviously.
So and it's kind of harder for her because she's getting more calls than I do, and I'm not always on the phone. So it's like, but her job is actually giving her like a couple more breaks. Um,
Just because of the baby.
just because like she's nursing the baby and everything. So these first 2 days haven't been too bad. So hopefully it goes like this and keeps like this, and because obviously like I don't want to not give attention to my baby, but also I have to work. It's hard to juggle, but it hasn't been too bad these first 2 days. So
y'all make it work. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
yeah,
You know, Ava's still alive, kicking and well. So y'all ain't done nothing wrong yet. So
I did get a phone call today, and like when
CPS.
as soon as like the phone call came in, because like the calls come in, I don't make the calls. Like she was crying, and they're like, "Is that a baby?" But she was real cool about it. She was asking how the baby was, how old she was. So,
ma'am, how can I help you? What do you need? This customer assistant is not asked 1,000 questions.
For real though. But yeah, that's all I have. So I guess let's hop into these stories.
And before we hop into the stories, make sure you guys click on that subscribe button, and click on that. What is it? It's a bell. Click on the bell, and you can get updates every time we post something on YouTube. So, and don't just follow us there. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter and everything else. We'll get to at the end. You'll get the actual stuff. So,
but I guess are you ready? I guess ready for these stories?
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right. So you guys know March is Women's History Month.
Is it?
So this first story is about I guess would you call her iconic female?
She is iconic female actually, and a lot of people don't like it.
But yeah, because a lot of people maybe don't like her, but there's a lot of people that love her. So if you don't know, we're talking about Kim Kardashian.
Kim K.
So Kim Kardashian's advice to women in business is getting some major backlash.
What did she say?
She's on the receiving end of some heavy criticism this week after dishing out some eye-popping advice to women, with one career coach telling CNBC her comments potentially send a dangerous message to younger followers.
Okay.
So her guidance for women in business is get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Oh, wow. Now, I know that probably got quite an uproar.
Yeah, so a lot of people were talking about, like, how can she say that, like, off her lifestyle? Like, she grew up in that lifestyle. Like, she didn't have to work for it and all that. One of the tweets is, I think if you grew up in Beverly Hills with super successful parents in what was simply a smaller mansion, nobody needs to hear your thoughts on success/work ethic. So,
okay.
How do you feel about that? You think like, she's justified saying that? Or you think like because of how she grew up, she's not allowed to say that?
It's crazy. It's hard to say, because even though they're right, she doesn't have. I think she needs to be more sensitive to the idea that other people do not have what she have.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same sense, she is not wrong about what she's saying.
Yeah.
I do feel like we are in a new generation where people don't want to work as much. And that's not ideal. Idealistically, like wrong that we don't want to work more. It's just everybody wants to be a little bit more productive. And then I'm not gonna waste my time. That's what it seems like. So is it wrong for her to say that? Yeah, of course. I feel like she does have. She's in a situation that everybody else is not in. So, for instance, she has the money. She has maids, butlers, whatever it may be. So
she has all the connections too.
Exactly. She got her family or whatever. Everything's at her disposal. So for her to have a child and basically pass your child off and go get fit and work out every day, that's not ideal. Ideal for a lot of women because they can't do that.
Yeah.
Because they don't have those resources. So I get where she's trying to come from, and I get that she's trying to be motivational or something like that. Like, hey, hard work comes to those who want to work hard. But her lifestyle isn't generic. It's not the normality of a lot of the population.
Yeah, she's living a totally different life than us. And like, yeah, like I just kind of agree with you. Like, you can't really. I get what she's saying. Like, she's trying to be motivational, but like, with all her connections and everything, like if something if she's trying to start a business and it falls through, it's not gonna hurt her. She's not like gonna dedicate all her life savings for this business she's trying, and then it's gonna fall through, and then she's gonna be like broke and homeless.
Yeah, I agree.
So she does have a luxury that we don't have. And I do get the message, but she probably could have phrased it a little better, or maybe not been so provocative or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Kim Kardashian has done a lot of the work. You know,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, she has.
mm-hmm.
You know, she's not just famous just because of who she is. She's put in a lot of work, creating a lot of brands and things like that. Like her being, becoming a lawyer. For instance, that she had to put hard work into that. You don't just be famous and become a lawyer. That's not how that works. They don't be like, oh, here's your law degree because you're who you are. No, you still gotta go to school. You still gotta put that time and that effort. But there are those things that for instance, her going to law school costs money that a lot of people don't have. So if she failed, it would just be like, oh, okay, well, I tried. Man, if I fail, I tried, but guess what? I got debt.
Lost my house, lost my car. And yeah, the only other thing I would say is like she does have the luxury of like whatever she puts her name on is gonna sell.
Most definitely.
So I mean, I guess in a way, like her taking advantage of that, maybe like starting a business or like her product lines or whatever, knowing it's gonna be a good business. I guess in a way is working smart, but like we don't all have that luxury. So I think she kind of needs to see that. But
I agree. I definitely agree with you.
But I guess on to the next story where this guy
Kim K, sit down and be humble.
But on to the next story of a guy who also did not work hard to get his earnings.
I'm dead.
So this man wins 10 million New York lottery for a second time in 3 years.
Lucky, lucky, lucky.
I think he agrees with Kim K.
Get your ass up and work.
So yeah, a Long Island man got unusually lucky after winning the lottery for the second time in 3 years. Juan Hernandez earned his big prize on Tuesday after buying a ticket for the New York lottery, 10 million deluxe scratch-off game, just 3 years after he already cashed in on the lottery with the state. So he goes on to say he's still trying to spend the first 10 million. So what do you even do with all that money? Like, how's that even? That's crazy.
I buy 10 million more tickets. Well, actually, you don't even get $10 million out of that. I think on here it says you only got 6,510,000 after the withholding. But still, that is a lot of taxes, but it's still a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, it's still life-changing money.
Yeah, so I don't know what I would do with that money.
I don't either, but like to happen to like, I think if I won the lottery once, I don't know if I would play again. Would you continue playing?
Probably. I'm surprised you wouldn't play again. You got a gambler. You got gambler mentality. You'd be like, if I won once,
I would have lost that already.
I could win again.
But to win like the same lottery, like I don't know, that's crazy.
I'll build a brand, bro. It'll be the most spectacular brand ever.
Like they say, the chances of winning the lottery is like once in a life. Well, not even once in a lifetime. It's like
1 in a million, 1 in 10 million.
I don't know, because it's like whenever you go to the casino and you hit the jackpot, you don't stay on that machine.
Of course not. Let me see if I do it. Let me see if I do it again.
I would have moved to another state, tried to win that lottery.
Yeah, well, I guess it is like state specific. Then you have more of a chance. I feel like as long as it's not
pretty popular though, right? New York's pretty popular though, right?
It is most definitely. But I'm just saying, like, it'd be one thing if it's like the lottery for the whole U.S. versus a lottery just for your state. Like, even though it's highly populated, I just feel like you just have a better chance when it's
just your state.
Yeah, just your state. I don't get me wrong. I'll probably go to some unpopulated state that just running a random ass lottery, and I'll be like, shit, there's only population of 6,000 people here. That means I gotta buy 6,000 tickets. I can do that. It's nothing. Nothing.
That's definitely like, I don't even know. That's just crazy luck. Props to him and his money. But
props to him and his money.
I mean, I don't know.
Good looking out for your money.
But you know what you could buy with all that money?
What could you buy, Vic?
Tom Brady's final touchdown ball.
Final.
So yeah, Tom Brady's final career touchdown ball sells for over $518K at auction.
Honestly, I feel like that's kind of low.
That's kind of low. Maybe some people actually knew he was gonna come back and like didn't want to bid. I don't know.
I could have.
So I guess first of all, if you haven't heard, Tom Brady is back, unfortunately. So yeah, the ball that Tom Brady threw 55 yards to Mike Evans that turned into a touchdown in the 2022 NFC Divisional Round sold at auction for $518,628 on Saturday. The ball went for such a large sum because at the time, it was assumed that ball was the last touchdown that the Tampa Bay Buccaneer quarterback had thrown in his NFL career. And then on Sunday, he announced he's coming back.
Bro, you know how much that would suck to be that person who purchased that ball, and then he comes back and that ball drops value that much.
That ball dropped so much value. Like,
just from that, there's nothing significant about that ball anymore. Like,
I bet you he's probably hoping like Tom Brady breaks the ACL. And
damn.
I mean, probably that's probably what's going through his mind. Like, because if he like has a career-ending injury in practice,
he could
in the off season, then it's still technically.
You know how much, like, how bad of luck that Tom Brady would have to have. Like, he's been good this whole time, and then he gets hurt in practice.
Yeah, that would suck. But
why do you think Tom Brady keeps coming back? You think he's just like, when he gets at home, he has to deal with his wife, the kids. And he's like, man, fuck this shit. I'm going home. I mean, I'm going back. But Tom, no. It's either they beat me up or I beat you up, and I don't think you want the second one.
I mean, I did hear basically with him saying that if he thinks he's better than some quarterbacks in this league, he's still gonna come back. Like, I mean, he still thinks he's at better than most quarterbacks in the league, and so that's why he keeps coming back. Like, he knows that he can outperform them. So,
yeah, I don't blame him. He got the money to keep his body right.
How long you think this is his last season?
I don't know. Tom's gonna be 60 years old, still playing with the cane, still thinking he's better than everybody.
It props to him though. Like, I don't know how he does it.
He's making history, that's for sure.
How do you feel about like athletes? Do you think they should like retire at the top of the career, or like when they know that like they're falling down? Like,
I feel like you should. Well, isn't that kind of the same answer? At the top of your career, or when you know you're about to go down?
Well, like when you're already like down, I guess.
Well, I probably will retire more towards like the middle of both of those. When obviously you know that, hey, I can't do what I used to, and I'm not performing as well. Then it's like, okay, this is the time for me to hang up the cleats. I don't think there's a pinnacle time for me to be like, I'm in my top of my game. I don't want a Super Bowl, and then just be like, all right, I'm done.
Like, yeah, it's hard to walk away when like you just won Super Bowl MVP or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And he keeps being in like the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady stays in top 4, so it's hard to just be like, well, I'm still not believe that. Hey, I'm still one of the best. And
yeah, but also I feel like on the other hand, like, say the Bucks don't even make the playoffs this year, like, do you really want to walk away like that being your last year?
That's when you know for sure that, hey, it's time.
But I don't know. I feel like I'd have to be like, okay, I had to prove that was just a fluke. I had to go back one more season and prove myself. That's how, I don't know. That's how.
But
I feel.
what more can he do to prove himself? Like, he would have to win another Super Bowl?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like Tom Brady's already known as one of the greatest. When I say he's the greatest, I don't know. He's the greatest of this era. You know, this football is so much different from the football back in the day. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I definitely don't think he's gonna have the worst career. I mean, worst season.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably gonna make the playoffs again. Like, I mean, people keep doubting him, and he just proves them wrong. So,
I don't know why they still keep doubting that man.
Yeah, I stopped doubting him. There was a while I did. Honestly, I don't even hate Tom Brady that much. I used to hate him more when he was on the Patriots, but now I don't know. I'm kind of chill about it.
He says, as long as not the Patriots.
But, so I don't know. He even seems cooler. Like, now he's a Buck. I don't know. He seems
Yeah,
more.
he seems a lot more relaxed for
Yeah.
sure. I
so,
think Bill Belichick is. I don't think he was the most just like
Yeah.
most welcoming, coach there was. So I heard that they ran their football, like the Patriots. They ran like the military.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if it works,
Yeah,
but I guess
they didn't win last. They haven't won these last couple of seasons. So
yeah. Well, I feel like they have potential with Mac Jones, but I guess
and
we'll
they're gonna
see.
have DK Metcalf.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be dangerous. But I don't know if Metcalf couldn't do much with Russ. I don't know how much he could do. I don't know how much you could do with homeboy, but honestly, Mac Jones has a lot more coverage. I mean, a lot more protection than Russ did. So Russ is gonna be dangerous in Denver.
This football season is gonna be interesting. I don't want to get too much into football because we could talk for like
We
hours.
really could, especially with all the stuff that's going on right now.
Yeah.
We could literally talk forever. But
And we won't.
we won't. But moving on to our next millionaire. Will you call him just a millionaire, or is he a billionaire? I think he's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire for sure.
Yeah. So our next billionaire. Well, what about you? Think Tom is a billionaire?
He has to be. Well,
I feel like he has a lot of endorsements and stuff. He has to be like at least at that close. At least close.
At least close. I mean, I know he kind of took a pay cut with the Patriots, but just being around for so long, that has to at least add up. Unless he's
Yeah.
like spending money like crazy. I mean, he has the whole TB12 thing, so he's got to be.
He has a
billionaire.
whole freaking documentary out, bro. Like, being Tom Brady, like literally, who does that? But anyways, going to our billionaire, Jeff Bezos. This is Vic's second favorite person. Next to Elon Musk. But Jeff Bezos is seeking to have a historic Dutch bridge dismantled in order to fit his $450 million yacht. So think of that, Vic. $450 million to destroy a
bridge just so you can get your yacht across.
historic bridge. That's what I was trying to say. A historic bridge.
Hey, I mean,
So a wise woman once said, "They make it when you got the coins." Sorry. So yes, a wise woman once said, "They make it when you got the coins," and that's the case for Jeff Bezos, as the most wealthy. As the most wealthiest man in the world 4 years in a row at a net worth of $177 billion, he is asking the Dutch city of Rotterdam to temporarily dismantle a historic bridge so his super yacht can fit through. Earlier this week, it is announced, this is an old story, so earlier this week, it was announced that Dutch city had agreed to dismantle the middle section of the 95-year-old bridge that has a clearance of 130 feet so the yacht could pass through the summer. But on Thursday evening, the officials issued another statement saying that they had not approved the plan to dismantle the bridge that's currently not in use, but they are aware of the request came from the shipbuilder. And then it says the city also said that the cost to temporarily dismantle the bridge could be covered by the shipbuilding company. So, Vic, let me ask you this. So, how do you feel about the yacht basically, like, does it really need to go through this bridge?
I don't think so.
Like
I mean,
just think about saying, for instance, you have a family house, right? This family house been in your house, your family for hundreds of years, and then somebody's like, I want to build a Walmart, right? And they're just like, so your house is kind of in the way. Now we're not gonna get rid of your house, but we really need to like move it. Like we'll break it down and rebuild it somewhere else so we can get our Walmart here. Like that's kind of fucked up, right? Like
you know, yeah, it is fucked up, but
it's like your house is still there, but it's not the same.
There. It's there.
It's like now your house is part of Walmart.
I mean, I guess everyone has a price. I guess.
Hey, you pay me enough money.
If you pay me like $450 million to relocate my house,
hey,
and it's gonna be like in the same condition and everything. Shit, I guess probably.
I think to them it's just more about the historic value of the bridge than more than anything.
Yeah,
And it's just
and Jeff, he don't give a fuck about it. He don't give a fuck about history.
not at all. I doubt it.
But I mean, he has the money. I mean, he just has so much money that he can legit ask them to do this and give him a blank check. Essentially, he's like, write down a number.
I was like, how much you worth? $177 billion.
Like, no. What about now?
I was just thinking, man, like, man, that man makes so much freaking money.
I
He
know.
makes a lot of money just from me. I be on Amazon, bro.
Hey, I have no comment. I did read somewhere that if they end up doing this, that a lot of the citizens are planning to throw eggs at the yacht as it's crossing.
That'd be kind of funny.
So
It's like you gotta throw a lot of eggs to like actually make a difference.
right?
That's a pretty big yacht.
So I guess go for it. I guess because what they're paying for him, or he's gonna pay for them to dismantle it, right?
Yes, and put it back together.
And then I guess is he paying them on top of that for like inconvenience?
Mm-hmm.
They better shit.
But supposedly, it says Jeff Bezos announced that he was donating $100 million to Jones to do whatever he wants, as he states that Jones was one of the 2 recipients of the Courage and Civility Award, which is one of his surprise Olympic. Oh, I cannot say that. Whatever. One of his surprise incentives. So it seems like somebody was on board. It's like somebody had said yes. It's like one person, you probably talked to one person and was like, hey, this is how much I'm willing to give you, and you do what you want with it. And the guy was like, hell yeah, I'll take down this bridge for $100 million. Say less. And then the city was like, hey, we didn't say yes. He was like, but you did though. And what if you already gave him the check?
Hey, you got the money?
I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos makes that money back in a day.
Yeah, he's probably not even worried about it. He's like, if you don't take down this bridge, I have to go the long way, and I ain't got time for that.
I'm dead.
Hey, at least he warned them, right? I mean, like, I don't know. I guess they could have found a different way. I don't know. Whatever. My boy Jeff.
But are you ready to go to the next story?
Let's do it.
All right. So in this next story, it's about a woman.
Women history.
In women history. So a woman has hit back at critics who called her catfish over her impressive makeup transformations, as she branded them bullies and said they're ignorant. So as you guys know, what a catfish is somebody who doesn't look like their profile picture. It's that person you thought you were talking to online, then you see them and they're catfish. So for those of us that wear makeup, there's an endless list of reasons why we might want to add a splash of color to our cheeks and jazz up the eyelids for with some glittery powder, and not just about wanting to look more attractive. Some of us feel more confident in our own skin with makeup, while others see the process of forming and love nothing more than get creative. Whatever your reasons may be, no one can tell you what makeup you can wear and can't wear, and there's no reason for wearing it. No one's reason for wearing it is invalid. Sorry, it's like a whole. I'm not talking very well. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize. So, the woman named Sarah recently responded to one of the comments she received by showing off another of her makeup routines, and was praised in the comments for sticking up for herself. In the video, Sarah shared a comment which read, "That's some catfish shit. Go home with this. Wake up next to someone's grandmother." Like, what happened to the real woman? No wonder you can't keep a man. So, Vic, have you ever experienced a catfish?
I wouldn't say I experienced catfish. I know people who
that have experienced catfish,
know that like
been the catfish.
yeah, no way.
Ooh,
Like where they like they look a lot different than what they usually do whenever like they're going out or stuff like that. I mean,
I know. I know what you're talking about now. I was trying to figure out. I was like, man, we bicker around each other a lot, so I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. But I got it.
there's nothing wrong with makeup either. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with makeup and doing all that. And I guess catfish in a way is like if you're trying to hide it like from somebody for like a while, I guess. Or how would you define catfish? Like if you just
Catfish is when you do something and you don't tell people what it is.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So I'm saying like if you out here wearing that, all this makeup and you doing all these things to make yourself look pretty, like, and inform a motherfucker that inform somebody that, hey bro, like, look, I got a lot of makeup on.
yeah, like even if it's like all you like, even if you just have like one picture that's like, I guess just you, then I don't know.
Y'all ever want to catch a catfish? I'll tell you how. Okay, so you meet somebody, right? You're like, man, this person looking a little too good. And what you do is you give them a hug. Give them a hug and make sure they face touch your shirt. And then whenever they get off your shirt, you look down and see their face is there. Now, if their face is there, then that means they got too much makeup on, and it's probably gotta go. But honestly, there are a lot of people who do wear makeup that are still pretty women.
Yeah.
Kayla wears makeup. She's a pretty gorgeous woman. And, I don't know, does Leslie wear makeup?
Not really. Sometimes, every now and then.
Yeah. But like, even then, like, that's not her thing that she does all the time, which is one thing I really like. I like the natural look more than anything. Because, you're not getting catfished. What you see is what you get. And that's one thing I love. But I just have this idea that it's just like, man, I would hate to go home with somebody and then wake up to somebody else. I just... that's almost throwing hands at you. I gotta go.
I will say, like, from a TikTok perspective, like, she's gotta like know that this is gonna come. Like, if she's making these type of videos on TikTok, just the like trolls alone, they're gonna like come after her. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I definitely agree.
If you're posting stuff online, just be ready for hate.
Like, it's always gonna be hate.
Yeah, even in some of my videos, I'm a small content creator. I'm getting some hate on my videos. So like one person told me to get like a real job. I think Kristen had to back him up.
I was like, right?
No, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, there's gonna be trolls on TikTok, and she's got to kind of understand that. I mean, I'm in a way just gonna keep doing whatever she's doing, I guess, in a way, but in a way, she is a catfish in my eyes.
I think even in this, what she's doing now, her showing her tricks is literally like, it's art. I get it. A lot of women do this for the artistic aspect of it. That's what makeup was kind of known for, was the wealthy. Only the wealthy wore makeup because they're the only ones who could afford it at the time, and it just became a thing that it's talent. It's talent. I've seen some really cool stuff happen with makeup.
Yeah, people can do some amazing stuff with makeup.
It takes fucking forever to do it, but I've seen some really amazing stuff. But like, I just don't make that. I've seen so many women become consumed of it, where it's gotten to the point where it was like, I need to do this just to feel pretty for yourself. And it's just like, man, at that point, it's like you almost feel like they're lost. Where it's like, man, I can't leave the house without makeup. I can't leave the house without this. Like, you got your phone, wallet, keys. Those understandable. Then you like, dang, I got to at least put my face on, or I got to do something to, this, that, and other. Then that's becoming an issue. Or, oh man, I can't stop gambling. It's almost like addiction in some way. Like,
yeah, definitely.
In some way. So it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, like you can be comfortable in your own skin and have a healthy relationship with makeup. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't have to be too out there. I mean, if you can afford it, Also, I mean, because makeup can get expensive pretty quick.
Yeah, it really can. I don't know if you ever sat down and just listened to somebody who actually does makeup and they talk about all the stuff they have to do. And I was just like, man, concealer, you got
blush,
this. I was just like, ugh.
eyeliner,
Eyeshadow.
lip gloss, lipstick.
What's the other one? Lip liner? It's a lip liner.
Oh yeah, lip liner.
You gotta like line your lip up.
And then the eyebrow pencil and shit.
Some people got stencils and they got draw your eyebrow on and color that bitch in.
You gotta blend it. Follow us for more makeup advice.
Makeup advice by Chris and Vic. So,
no, but
it's like, all right, just blend that shit.
I don't think that's your color, bro.
This is how you test your color.
But yeah, so she a catfish.
She for the streets. She for the sea.
Why's catfish got a bad name? I thought you liked catfishes.
I love to eat catfish. Stupid.
But anyways, I guess we're going on to the next story.
Yeah, we can go on to the next story.
So yeah, a couple mistakes abstract painting for an interactive exhibit and paints over the artist's work. I don't even know how to. Anyways, let me go. On March 28th, a young couple in South Korea made the mistake of a lifetime. They spent their Sunday at the Lotte World Mall in Seoul and spotted a rather eye-catching painting. Taking the paint buckets and brushes lying below the work as an invitation to collaborate, they happily contributed a few strokes of their own and ruined a $440,000 painting. So, I guess so. I mean, trying to paint the picture for the listeners. This painting is just like random paint.
Yeah, it really looks like it looks like somebody came and threw paint on there. Like,
Yeah, like
they just got the
people were
paint
just, like,
brushes and people were just like
splashing
paint or whatever it may have been, and then they left buckets of paint on the ground with paintbrushes. And this couple was in the art museum and they saw it. It was like, oh, we're supposed to we can add to this. You know, there are a lot of things like that where you can add, you know, draw on stuff and things like that. And they just like, hey, we're gonna draw on this. So I don't blame them.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like that's kind of actually a cool concept. Like, that'd be one badass painting if everyone just kind of contributed to it.
Yeah, it would be.
The thing is, I don't want to be harsh and say I don't know. I would consider this art. But it's just like,
I don't want to be harsh, but I'm gonna say some harsh shit.
I mean, I guess in a way I just don't understand art like some people, but I don't know.
Bro, you don't see the effort and time they put into each of those strokes.
Like they were all like, I don't know.
It really like he just took the paint and just like, and he's like, but that's my vision.
And it's worth $440,000. My kindergarten. I don't have a kindergartner, but can't wait till Ava turns a little bit older.
Look, paint, and you'd be like, I'm selling it. Look what I saw on eBay.
So I mean, I can't really blame them either because the paintbrushes and stuff like that. Like,
and so the artist itself, he said that he was trying to create a scene for people to know that. I guess this is how he left it after he was done, but who was supposed to get that? Wait, first of all, let's back all the way the hell back up. So if you have paintbrushes and stuff on the ground, where the hell's the security?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, there's no security around. No, like,
I feel like this. Like, I feel like other people have done this. They're just like, didn't get caught.
Security probably looked at it and was like, "Oh, I thought that's what everybody was supposed to be doing."
So I mean, it's not like they did like anything. They just literally added like some black lines. So it kind of just blends in with it. Honestly, you can only tell it's new because like it was fresh at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. So do you think there should be any criminal charges or anything like that?
No. I don't think it's their fault. You know, the artist should have put more stuff on there saying, you know, do not touch or whatever.
Yeah, was it not even like a like do not cross?
I think there was a line of tape. Well, not even like I think a line of tape. You see it like right there.
Yeah, right there. I see that sign right there. I guess can't read what it says, but it has like the hand and like across it,
Yeah, but
like X'd out, I guess. But
man,
it's a small ass
that's what's-
sign on the floor, so.
I'm dead. But oh well, they should have people watching this art.
I'm curious to see like the other art in this museum. Like, I feel like this one just stuck out, but I don't know.
Said I am not a fan.
I'm not. It's literally just paint. And it'd be one thing if like all the paint cans were like open, then like the paint would have like hardened and probably couldn't have used it.
Mm-hmm.
But this paint was closed, so like still good to use and everything. So
I'm dead. They should have did better.
but they didn't.
You have anything else you want to add to that story, Vic?
I could add a couple to the painting. Let me put my name up there.
Now you would have really ruined it if you would put your name.
But follow us at
Hashtag.
No, but that's all I have on that one.
Cool. All right, so moving on to our next story, probably our next and final story. We're gonna move on to one of our favorite Empire Cast members. You guys all know about, and that's Jussie Smollett.
Juicy.
Or as Dave Chappelle likes to call him, Juicy Smouye. So Jussie began serving his 150-day jail sentence as attorneys request release during appeal. Jussie Smollett yells, "I'm not suicidal" in the courtroom outburst after sentencing. So Jussie Smollett's legal team is working to get him out of jail after filing for formal notice of appeal. Smollett spent his first full day behind bars after the judge sentenced him to 150 days or 5 months for lying to the police about a fake hate crime he staged against himself. For now, Jussie is in protective custody at Cook County Jail. The Cook County Sheriff's Office said that in a written statement that means he is housed on his own cell, which is monitored by security cameras in the cell by an officer wearing a body camera who is stationed at the entrance of the cell and ensure Mr. Smollett is under direct observation at all times. It says he is a high-profile defendant, and if there's anyone who's safe in jail, who the authorities want to make sure that he is safe in jail, it's him. So during the appeal, Jussie kind of came out and he was like, "Oh, if something happens to me in jail, I didn't do it. I'm not suicidal." He's like, "I respect your decision to put me in jail. I understand." He said, "But just know I didn't. I'm not suicidal, and if something happens to me, just know it was not me." So, Vic, how do you feel about this case in a whole? As far as like, do you feel like he deserves 150 days in jail?
Yeah, I feel like it's not 150 days. What, like 5 months?
Mhm.
Which isn't too bad for like because I mean his crime, it was like a fake stage crime, hate crime. And I know if we already talked about kind of how like what impact it could have had and stuff like that. But I mean at the end of the day, like I guess no one was really harmed and stuff. And like no, that's not like a murder or theft or anything like that. So in a way, I guess it seems like 150 days isn't too bad in my opinion. What about you? Do you feel like that's good, or what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I had a conversation like this with somebody before, and it's like 150 days it's not bad. But exactly what can be considered as like fake crime? You know what I mean? There's been a lot of times that, for instance, women have faked rape.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, and it receives zero consequences for it. And it's like, don't get me wrong, he's not right for what he's done. But how can you charge him for something that a lot of people have been getting away with for the longest? It's not like Trump went to jail for saying fake news all the time for real news situations. It's, what I'm saying? It's one of those weird situations where you can't punish him and you don't punish everybody else. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get what you're saying, because like there are a lot of fake like accusations against people, and that's kind of like you're saying someone did this, and basically like saying like staging, well, not staging, but like faking it as well. So I definitely get where you're coming from. See what you think. So do you think those people should get 150 days, or you think he should be kind of let go?
I definitely think he should be held responsible. But I think, I remember who I had the conversation with. I think it was Kayla. And I think the conversation was talked about because it was like, was it Kayla? I can't remember. It probably was. But the conversation was talked about because it was like, if me or you did it, would we have gotten a sentence like this?
Mm-hmm.
Did he get this sentence because he's a high profile person? Because he is known and because it made kind of like global news? Is that the reason why they feel like, well, we got to do something? Because it became such a big thing. I feel like if it was me, they'll probably be like, slap on the hand, don't do it again.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it was that. I still want to know the reasoning behind it. Why exactly did he do it?
Yeah, and when we talked about it before, how we both like Jussie, as an actor, as even like I even listen to his music, and I don't think like he's a bad person. Like obviously, I mean I don't agree with what he did, but I don't think like that is like you can't. I don't think that's him like as all. Like that's not all of him. That's just like he made a bad decision. Good people make bad decisions, and so I don't know. That's how I kind of feel.
I understand. I feel you on that. Did you before we get off on it, did you finish Empire?
Coming.
Did you finish it?
No, I did not. I'm close. I'm close.
I've been trying to get Vic to finish Empire for the longest. It was at a point where me and Kayla kind of like started over, and he was like, "Yo, I'm almost done," and then we caught up, and then now we're past him and we're done, and I'm just waiting for him to catch up.
Yeah, I don't know. I did this thing where like I start watching the show pretty heavily, and then I just stop for like months, and then watch it again. I don't know. Don't ask.
That's weird. I don't know if that's a habit I want to pick up.
It's not. I don't know. I guess kind of the fact that I've never really been a binge watcher.
But you're binge watching.
But so whenever I start binge watching, it's like then I stop.
He's like, I'm not a binge watcher unless I'm actually actively watching it, and then it's like, you know what? I'm actually binge watching. Let me change it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
That's hella weird, baby. Anyways,
I'll try to finish it. Give me like 2 weeks. Maybe next week. Can't make no promises though. I was gonna say next week, but I gotta hold babies.
That doesn't mean anything anymore. That means you got more reasons to watch because you're up all the time.
True. That's not the point. I'm trying to catch up on my other shows.
Oh my goodness. I need you to catch up on Empire.
I'll try for real though.
You're almost done.
I know.
You should be done by next week. That's gonna be Vic's new his new thing next week. Vic's gonna be done with Empire.
We'll see. Anyways, I guess that wraps it up for us, huh?
Yep, that is our last story for the episode. Again, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us and welcoming Vic back after such a long leave.
I missed you guys.
Kayla did a good job.
She did. Oh yeah. Shout out to Kayla for stepping in for me.
Definitely shout out to Kayla for holding it down while he was gone.
I kind of find it funny, like the questions she'd be asking you, kind of getting all deep, like what's your love language and all this. I'm over here asking you if there's more doors or windows.
That's how you know the difference between the two.
No, but Kayla did do a good job. Shout out to her. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, babe. Yeah, so we are. You have any last?
All I gotta say is follow us on Twitter and Instagram at nowhearmeout.kv.
KV.
Email us at nowhearmeout.kv
KV
at gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube at Chris and Vic, parentheses NHMO.
NHMO.
Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell.
Hit that bell.
Bing, bing. Make sure to leave us an Apple review, 5 stars.
5 stars.
And follow me on TikTok at weirdvic_flips.
And you can follow me on Instagram at BeastModeChris. The E's are 3s. That's BeastModeChris. The E's are 3s. And thank you guys for tuning in and joining us again for this episode. And we will catch you guys next week. Peace.